colleagues, I hope you're doing well. I am doing better. But there's one piece of COVID brain fog that has really been getting the better of me. And I want to talk to you about that today. So I'm sorry the discussions are not releasing. But there are two ways to gate a discussion. And so I'm not used to the forum being gated. So I wanted to just talk to you about that. And I'm sorry the module for discussion 2 did not open right away today. But technically these are supposed to be gated by their day so that not more than one discussion is open at a time except for the ones on the weekend. But I've been just keeping them open because I know we're all busy and working ahead is a great asset to online learning. So I'm trying to model for you what I would do for my own students, but I was foiled a little bit by these forum restrictions. So let's take a look. So when you set up a discussion, you create a forum, and that's this black heading right here. And see, you can tell it's a forum just because in this drop-down menu it says forum. And so we'll go into edit the forum. And now I never restrict the forum because, as I just said, I like for everything to be open until it closes. So if students know they're going away, they can work ahead, right? They could make their first posts in discussions long before we get there if they're motivated to do so. So you click on restrictions and you can gate any assignment by a start date and an end date. So as I just said, I usually do not set any start dates. I just leave it. So they're always open and then they have an end date. But I don't gate the forum with an end date typically. That was just a relic of whoever taught this class last. Because if you gate the forum, then people can't go in there and study for a quiz. So I don't gate the forum. Let's take a look at what I do here. I'm just not going to save the changes because I had already opened this. So now if you're in the discussions from this panel here, you could go to edit topic, or you could click on it and click on the caret over here and go to edit topic. Now you're going to see the same kind of toolbar. And under restrictions here, again, you could have a start date and an end date. So like I said, it's not my practice to have a start date. But I know a lot of CCCOnline classes could have a start date, right? So one discussion closes and the other one opens. I just like it to be open and then I close it. So no two are actively used at any given time, but people could work ahead. So now, if it wasn't you, a group of professors, right, I would have all discussions have an end date. And that reflects when the discussion period is over. It's usually the day of the module quiz. But I don't have my reply post deadline be on the end date because then people show up on the last day. So in my classes, typically the original post deadline is the first Wednesday and the reply post deadline is the second Wednesday. But students understand that they can participate at any time until the discussion closes. And in my classes, discussions close on Mondays. You avoid any religious holidays or observance on the weekend, and then people come back to the classroom on Monday, and if they have any last minute questions, they can ask them on Monday, and then the assignments close on Monday midnight. So to recap, I don't use start dates, but a lot of people do. And if you use a start date, that gates the discussions like this one's open, now this one's open, now this one's open. Or you can leave them all open and say this one is closed. You must participate before this end date. And then you move on to the next. And that is typically the last day of the module for the discussions. Most of my discussions are 2 weeks long in my botany classes, but we alternate. We go 2 weeks, 1 week. So in 2-week discussions, we have a wiki building discussion, which I'll show you in a different video. And then on a 1-week discussion, we have a special topic where we just talk about one specific thing. And yeah, we will go into those details later, but hopefully this explains the gating of the discussions. And I'm sorry if you woke up this morning and wanted to participate in M2. You shouldn't be able to do that yet, but I want you to be able to do that. And now it is open. All right, thank you so much.